Ay, 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 I just wanna have fun. Come and pick me up, meet me at the spot. Up all night till the sunrise. Pop back cool, get ready for the ride. Gonna feel good. Gonna feel good. Holy moly, guacamole in my pockets. What a blessing. Got it on me. I got options. Real stepper. Check the shoes, get it poppin'. Eating good, feeling good. Where my hopping John at? Put it on a plate with some lemonade. That's the way we did it in the old days. Back then, mama said, get up, walk up, play. But you better not come home like this. Street lights. We was young, racing. Street lights. Carefree was the best time. Fast forward, daydreaming about the next time. When it's gonna happen again, cause I just wanna have fun. Come and pick me up, meet me at the spot. Up all night till the sunrise. Pop back cool, get ready for the ride. Don't it feel good? Don't it feel good? Don't it feel good? How you feel? Turn it up a notch, pop out clean room. Everyday celebration, take a trip vacation. You deserve a day, you deserve a day off. Working for too long, gotta kick back. Turn my cell phone off, wait till I get back. Ooh, yeah, I did that. Living my life with no regrets. So I title, link up, pull up on me. Where we on? We did chillin', where we at the spot. What time? Anytime, link up, pull up on me. Where we on? We the coolin', the chill spot. What time? Party time. I just wanna have fun. Come and pick me up, meet me at the spot. Up all night till the sunrise. Pop back cool, get ready for the ride. Gonna feel good. Gonna feel good.
Gabagool, don't it feel good?
Thank you for being a friend.
I got my gabagool. What is going on, everybody, and welcome to All Rise and Shine. Ladies and gentlemen, I tell you what, it was so hot yesterday. We had the AC all the way down, and I woke up this morning freezing. And even right now, I feel like a popsicle, baby, but I like it because it's really hot outside. But everybody, good morning to each and every one of you. I hope you guys are doing wonderful, as I am. But we have a bit to talk about today when it comes to the play of the New York Yankees. Obviously, a lot of times you guys are used to the show starting with some music and we get excited, we have fun, you know, we're singing along to Simply Ravishing, or we may have some other music on, but today I'm like, I don't need no music. I don't want no music. I don't want to listen to no music. I don't want to hear no music. I don't want it. Because the vibes right now with this club, I feel like are at a season low. Maybe some of you will disagree with that. Maybe some of you agree. But for me, my vibes for the New York Yankees in the 2025 season right now are at an all-time low with the way this team has played. And as usual, I will go ahead and start off with this. There it is, right there. The New York Yankees lead in the American League East, ladies and gentlemen, is now at one game. One game up over the over the Tampa Bay Rays, 2.5 up over the Toronto Blue Jays, who the Yankees will be seeing at the end of this month, 6 up on Boston. But the Tampa Bay Rays, if you guys remember, one number that the Yankees were well ahead of everybody on was a run differential. Well, Tampa Bay is slowly but surely catching up to the New York Yankees, even in the run differential department. Yankees had a plus 104. Tampa had a plus 74. The Yankees' record, based off their run differential, should be roughly about 50 wins and 29 losses. Yankees are sitting at 45-34. And the crazy thing is, folks, you can basically count on your hands moments throughout this year where the Yankees have basically stepped on their own feet to lose these games. It's constantly happening. And God forbid, folks, God forbid the New York Yankees go into extra innings. You want to see a crazy stat today? Well, we showed you some yesterday on postgame. But look at this one. This is from Max Goodman, beat reporter for the New York Yankees. Look at this. The Yankees have yet to score their automatic runner as the road team in extra innings this season. They've either stranded that runner in scoring position or he's been thrown out on the bases 7 times. Folks, did you hear this correctly about how bad that is? And trust me, ladies and gentlemen, I really don't want to do a show like this when I'm just beating up the Yankees. But this is not normal. I'm going to read it one more time because maybe nobody's reading the screen and maybe they stepped out of the room. Hell, maybe they bent over, they took a fart. I don't know, but maybe they didn't hear what I said. Because I just want you guys to hear one more. I feel it's my obligation to ensure that you hear this. The Yankees have yet to score their automatic runner as the road team in extra innings. They've either stranded that runner in scoring position or he's been thrown out on the bases 7 times now.
Give me something for the pain and let me die.
This is who the Yankees are, and this is something that scares all of us. That this team is yet again severely struggling with driving runs in, severely struggling with runners in scoring position. It is more the same. And Dylan, let me tell you something, Dylan. I see Dylan's message in there, and I know there's a lot of people online who they don't want to, voice their concern with the Yankees because, oh my God, they might hire me one day. And ooh, trust me, that's how people think. I can't tell the truth because, look, if you have, I say this all the time, if you have a set of eyes and you have a brain and you've constantly watched the Yankees, it's always a problem. It's always a problem. It's always a problem. Last year, they had 2 of the best hitters in the game, back to back. So it wasn't as visible, but they went through their bad period. June, July, August. They went through their bad moments when they sucked and they couldn't hit with runners in scoring position. It is a constant thing with the New York Yankees. Hell, we've thrown the stats on here with the Yankees the last 3 years. Their win-loss record is in June, July, and August, and it's under 500 over the last 3 seasons. So, folks, this is not we get to pick and choose where the Yankees are bad. We need something to talk about today. No. This is a problem for the New York Yankees, and there's no doubt about that. And the craziest thing that I saw yesterday, and I want to try to find a video of this if I can. It might have been on Yes. Let me see if Yes posted this because I want to take a look at this. And it actually, it's honestly a little bit shocking to me. Maybe it shouldn't be. But let me see if I could find this really, really quickly. No, that's not it. So Aaron Judge spoke yesterday. They told Aaron Judge about the Yankee struggles. Aaron Judge said he didn't know that. And I really wish I could find it. I can't find it now, and that really pisses me off. I should have searched for this before I went live here because I really want to show this. But I can't find it. I don't know where it was posted. Typically it's one of these. Let me check this one real quick. No, it's not here. If somebody does know what I'm talking about, they want to share it to me, share it to me. But Aaron Judge basically said he did not know that. So you're the captain. And look, I hate taking shots at the best player in the game. He is the best player in the game. But to me, this talks about the leadership of this club. No question about it. To sit there and say you did not know about your team's struggles when other teams are just walking off on you, or it's always extra innings, and for some reason, you guys always seem to lose that game. I'm not playing in these games, and I know it. How do I know it? How can I sit here and tell you guys, hey, I guarantee you the Yankees record is horrible in June, July, and August over the last multiple seasons. Somebody threw me the stat, and there are a couple of games under 500. How did I know that? I didn't do it. I didn't look. How did I know it? Because I've watched. I've seen every game. I watch every game. That's what I do. It's interesting to me. It's interesting to me that he could sit there and go, no, I didn't know that. That's new to me. We gotta play better. And who does it sound like? Anybody want to take a wild guess on who that sounds like? Well, I think you guys all know who it sounds like. This man right here, our good friend that we've all known and loved.
Being together with friends is what I like to do. Being together with friends, together the whole day through.
That's exactly who it is. The conversations, the quotes, it all rubs off because nobody's urgent. You know, and I know a lot of people could sit up there and go, hey, brother, look, it's a marathon. It's a marathon. This isn't the whole year. At the end of the day, folks, listen, you know, it's June. It's June. A lot could change. Fair game. Fair game. It is June. A lot can change. There's no doubt about that. A whole lot can change. You are right. I agree with you that it is June. Problem is, this has become a trend. This has become a regular thing for the New York Yankees, and that is a problem. That's the problem. The problem is this team should know that this has been a regular issue for this club, and that at the end of the day, let's be honest here, when you know something has been a trend, there seems to still be just a lack of urgency that the same shit happens again and again and again and again. What is the definition of insanity? Doing the same thing over again and again and again and again, and it never seems to change in results. But you just keep doing it because you're arrogant and you know better than everybody, but the ultimate goal just is never reached because the same problems keep getting in the way. Did you guys ever see that video? There was a video that was released recently. I'm laughing my ass off at this. It's a glass wall. And I don't know where it is. Maybe it's getting onto a skating ring. Maybe, I don't know. But it's a girl and there's a bunch of people sitting down. They're looking at this girl walking by. And the girl keeps walking into the window. Bing! She goes around. Oh, embarrassed. Oh, this side. Bing! Hits her in the head again. No joke. It happens 3 times. Before she recognizes, if I don't know what his entrance is, let me either ask somebody or put my hands up first to see. That's the Yankees. That's the New York Yankees. They just like to walk into walls. Bing, bong, boom. That's what they do. They'll sit there and tell you, you're wrong. That scouting report they had, stop it. It's baloney. So then why did the scouting report go correct? Why did it happen the way the scouting report said it would happen? Why do you guys continue to do the same things year after year with the same poor result? At some point, you do got to look in the mirror and go, hey, we're wrong here. Something's off. Something is not correct. But anyway, thanks to our good friend in the chat, Scarce, we got the video of Aaron Judge. Let's go ahead and take a watch of this. Here's Aaron Judge after the game, folks.
You guys are so good offensively and struggled in the extra innings.
Stuff, I didn't know that was a stat. I didn't know that was our record in extra innings. We try to treat every inning like it's another game, another inning. So we just got to capitalize. Maybe switch it up a little bit, try to find a way to get that runner over earlier, and things will be a little different. Kind of put the pressure on the defense.
Just stretch.
Which they never do. And again, I show you and tell you.
Being together with friends is what I like to do. Being together with friends. Together the whole day through.
I'll go back to what I've said before. The Yankees expect to win. They don't play to win. Did you see what Judge just said? Let me play this back real quick and have you guys take a listen again. Real quick with me. Just listen to what he says here. Hold on, watch. Watch this.
We just got to capitalize. Maybe switch it up a little bit, try to find a way to get that runner over earlier, and things will be a little different. Kind of.
Oh, wait, Judge, my brother. I love you, Judge. Do me a favor. Say it one more time. Say it one more time. I gotta hear you say it one more time, Judge. Hold on.
It's another game, another inning. So we just got to capitalize. Maybe switch it up a little bit, try to find a way to get that runner over earlier, and things will be a little different. Kind of.
Well, that's interesting. What can you do there, Judgy? What do you guys think you need? Well, maybe we get the runner over a little bit to play a little bit of small ball. You bring him on in. Yeah. Correct, brother. That is exactly what needs to be done there, Captain. No doubt about it. And again, Captain, just so you're aware, Aaron, and Aaron knows I love him. He loves the U. I know it. No problem at all with you leading the charge of this team year in and year out. And I don't expect Aaron Judge to be the guy that has to feel the need to shit on teammates. Just as I say with Aaron Boone, you don't have to shit on teammates to tell the truth. Simply sit there and say, yeah, we haven't been good. We got to do this better. But then when you say stuff like that, it needs to happen. And that's been the problem with Aaron Boone for years. And one of my biggest issues with Aaron Boone for years. And what people will always sit there and go, Peepa, how do you know that? How do you know? This accountability stuff, it's baloney. Well, seems like everybody is tooting the same horn now that I've been saying since 2018. But everybody is kind of in line now saying it seems like the Yankees aren't urgent enough. Seems like the Yankees, this team's not accountable. Well, there you go. We understand why that's the case. But my thing is, it's clear as day when you make the same errors. Let me ask you guys something. You all have children. My kids are teenagers and one's an adult. Let me ask you guys a question. You got kids. You continue to try to tell your kids things that they should not be doing day in and day out. They continue to do it. Don't you look at yourself and go, they ain't taking me seriously. We got to have another conversation now. There's no difference here. I tell you it all the time. When you're a manager in a store, part of managing, you're a manager, meaning you manage, hold accountable to a set of goals, to a set of standards. That's your job. If you are trying that, let me tell you something here, folks, and it's not working, your boss comes in and goes, you're the problem. And you sit there and go, me? I'm telling these guys all the time. How am I the problem? Mr. Manager, how am I the issue? And the manager goes, well, listen, jerk off, at the end of the day, nothing's changing. So whatever it is that you are doing isn't working. So you're the problem, not them. Yeah, but I talk. Well, then they don't listen to you. You ever thought of doing something else? No. I think I know who my problem is. Alex says, be a captain, lead the charge, ignore Boone and bunt. But that's just the way it goes. It's that simple. This is not hard to understand. This is normal stuff. It is not that different. And people go, yeah, but these guys are getting paid millions and billions of dollars. It doesn't matter. So is the manager. So are the owners. So are the GMs. They're all getting money. They're all getting paid. To be a winning club and to be a club, even the players hold one another accountable to better play. Even a player like a guy like Judge, who was obvious a physical specimen at 6'7", I'm pretty sure Judge could be a bit intimidating. If he comes over to you and goes, what are we doing? What's that? What was that? Do you guys think Judge is doing it? I don't know. I don't want to say he's not. I don't know that. But I guess I tell you this, nobody's listening. It doesn't seem like anybody's listening to any of these guys. It doesn't seem like there is. And the break studio, I was just going to go there. There's been certain times that I've had Kev, I've had Jira, I've had Francis reach out to me and go, Pete, let me ask you something. You think that's the best approach? And I sit there and rethink and go, well, what are your thoughts? Well, what do you think? And we have a conversation. I want accountability doesn't just mean it comes from leaders. Accountability comes from everybody. You hold one another accountable. And I seriously think this has been something that has truly lacked. Now, people ask me to go, Pete, if they get a new manager, you think they just win? I don't know. I don't know. If they get a new GM, do they come in and just win? I don't know. What if that new GM is Fishman? You may want Brian Cashman back really quickly. The Yankees are in a scary moment. They are in a scary, scary moment. And they're at a crossroads here of what is going to happen in the future of this club. And I'm not counting out the 2025 season. So don't get me wrong. Don't sit here and act like, oh, Pete Simonetti said they're not making a play. No. I never said any of that. I'm just saying the same shit that we dealt with the last multiple years, it hasn't gone away. So if the Yankees end up losing this year in a stupid-ass way by stepping on their own feet, should any of us be surprised? No, of course not. Because then we'd only be stupid ourselves. To be shocked by it, we should expect it. That's what people keep telling me this year. Pete, why are you not having rants every day? And I go, how? How can I? I don't rant. I got to be authentic. I don't rant to rant. It's not fun. I don't want to scream. I got to call all these games. And when you expect it to happen, your emotions are different. Your emotions are different. Game season live, in the moment plays, you react the way you react. But I can't sit there and say, oh, I'm going to snap or I'm going to rant. I'm angry. I'm pissed. I'm pissed. I can't believe they do the. Why can't I believe if it happens every single year? I can't rant no more. I can't be upset. It's the same issue year after year. Brian Cashman keeps saying it's the process. Aaron Boone says the process. They all say the same thing. And can I just say one more thing to everybody here? Because I've said it many times. No matter what I think, no matter what I believe will happen, no matter anything I've said before, that I don't think Boone and Cashman will ever win a chip together. I am the first person sitting here today saying I pray that they do win a chip. I pray they do it this year. And I can sit back and go, wow, man, they proved me wrong. Awesome. And I could be at that parade, screaming with every other Yankee fan, happy that we won. I'm the first to admit that. I want the Yankees and Aaron Boone and Brian Cashman to win. I'm a Yankee fan. That's all there is to it. I want them to win. You know, Scars, the funny thing is when we talk about Yankee issues, a lot of times people sit like we talk. What do we talk about, right? We go, who's the big third baseman they could get? Who's that big reliever they can get? Does that change the problems on a team currently? Well, it adds a bat. Cute. Does it change the base running? Does it change the accountability? Does it change the lack of urgency? Does it change any of that? I'll let you guys decide on that one. I'll let you guys go ahead and decide on what you think about that one. Let's get in the voicemails, guys. We'll keep on with our conversation. Here we go.
Okay, that's it. Get your pitchforks out. Pete, hop on the war owl. Simon, rev up the fucking lawnmower. We're going to Yankee Stadium, goddammit. Booney! The stadium is surrounded. Put down the bubble gum. Let go of Judge's butt cheek and come out with your hands up. But listen, guys, all joking aside, we keep taking it out on Boone. Boone is a figurehead.
Agreed.
No, not a bubblehead,
Agreed.
a figurehead.
Agreed.
He doesn't make the calls.
I agree.
He's
I
just
agree.
there to communicate the decisions that are handed down to him from the analytics department. And then in the presser, take the heat for it if we hit a slump or something. And he's there to babysit the players' egos. That's it.
Yeah.
That's why his job is secured. If he actually did some of the stuff that we suggest, the guy that we think is secured for life would be kicked to the curb the next day. This is the deal. This has been the deal with most teams, but especially with the Yankees. Now, the Yankees are married to the three true outcomes approach. Homer, strikeout, walks. That's it. They have figured out that if you do that consistently and you do nothing else, over time, you're going to have a higher winning percentage. And if you lose the World Series, despite having a higher winning percentage, it's just bad luck. And that's it. They're convinced of that shit. And so why play small ball? Why bunt? That's just going to deviate you from the process.
Correct.
For the fucking stats to take effect, you have to stick to the process no matter what the situation, no matter how many outs, who's on base, who's not. And unless that changes, this is not going to change. And we just have to come to terms with that fact. Anyway, that's my 2 cents. Take it easy, huh? Take it easy. Talk to you later.
Phenomenal voicemail, man. I mean, phenomenal voicemail. You talk about a phenomenal voicemail. There it is right there. I mean, that is about as spot on gets. That is extremely good. Extremely good. But I tell you what, man, just you're so right. You're so right. It's those three outcomes, right? It's the bunt that takes away from something bigger that can happen. You know, the sac fly, why? If you could drive a double to right field. And I understand that. I get the idea of that, but you don't always win that way. It's not always the way. If you're sound fundamentally, it does change a lot. And a lot of times people look at some teams that are sound fundamentally, it's like, yeah, you know, but this team doesn't win. But the Yankees have everything. They should be a standard. The Yankees should legitimately be a standard of excellence. They're the New York Yankees. That's how it should be. No matter what, that's how it should be. But this is a team now going on multiple years that are, you know, completely changed their mindset and their approach and the process of how things are worked out. That's what we're dealing with right now. That's what it is for the Yankees. The Yankees, and listen to this one. So here's another one for you. The Yankees have lost 9 of their last 12 games against the Red Sox, Angels, Orioles, and Reds. Listen to the names I just mentioned to you. The Red Sox, Angels, Orioles, and Reds. Off the top of my head, none of those teams are going to the postseason right now. I repeat that to you guys. The Yankees have lost 9 of their last 12 games against the Red Sox, Angels, Orioles, and Reds. I'm going to double check myself here. Red Sox are not in it. Angels are not in it. Orioles are not in it. And the Reds are not in it as it stands right now. If today the season ended, none of those teams are playoff clubs. The Yankees have lost 9 of 12 to those clubs.
All rise, Pete, Jira, Fam, Uncle Dom here. Pete, I'm not going to rant this morning.
I don't
I'm
blame
not
you,
going to
Dom.
talk about the same stuff. It's time to move forward.
It ain't worth it,
Right?
my friend.
I'm here to try to create some good positive energies now and move on. We know what Booney is, and we know what this team is. If they really, really want to win, they're going in the right direction. But Pete, I have a song today. You were actually playing it more than a few times. You like it. I like it. It goes like this. I like big butts and I cannot lie. You other brothers can't deny. When a girl walks in with an itty bitty waist and a rounding in your face, you get sprung. Want to pull out tough because you notice that the butt was stuffed. Deep in the jeans she's wearing, I'm hooked and I can't stop staring. Ooh, baby, I want to get with ya and take your picture. My homeboys try to warn me, but that butt makes me so horny. Ooh, rumple smooth skin, you say you want to get in my bends. Well, use me, 'cause you ain't that average groupie. Baby got that. That's a Giancarlo Stanton to get him going. And you know what? Maybe a little Kyle Malay there, too.
Hey,
Kyle,
yo!
get you out of that drought. Play that song for the Yanks. Because the Yanks, you got to get some back. Get something. Let's go. Fucking let's go now.
Oh, man, I tell you what, absolutely unbelievable, top-notch, top of the line. Let me tell you something, folks. Oh, my goodness, unbelievable. You get Baby Got Back is what you get right there, only here on All Rise in the Morning. You don't get this nowhere else. Mind you, nobody gives the community a voice like this, folks. This is just obvious. Nobody gives the community a voice like this. I think they're scared. They're probably scared to give the community a voice the way we do here at the U, but we're for the people. That's what it's about, baby. Let's keep it going.
Hey, Pigment, you king in the house. How you doing? To the underground, yeah. I saw your picture of you riding that owl with the sword in the fire, and it reminded me of the time Tony had that picture of him with the horse. And I bet you Crackle had that picture of you in his living room, just like Paulie Walnuts did. Oh. And I don't even want to get at the hell bad the Yankees suck right now, because my blood pressure is optimum level. And it would take very little to get me to the boiling point. And Bad Bone waited to play his press conference until after post-game season ended, because he's a pussy! Then I would have watched it, but I took an edible and passed out, you think. But it's the same old story with this guy. You can't defend Allighter Jr. He sucks worse than a $2 cracker at a Denny's. But we don't know nothing about that. No, we don't. But Bad Bone strikes his hole for sure, That doesn't really matter, because you don't know it's like you think that you do. And my truth won't tell you what it is, and NYYU is rising like a spire with the head of tiger, going higher and higher, nothing but fire. We'll never retreat, never surrender. Knocking out the frauds, fakes, jabronis, and pretenders, yeah! And the maids and mamas know I'm one cool dude, 'cause the damn macho, what a tester of fortitude! Ooh, yeah! Watch out!
There it is. Lord have mercy. Let me tell you something. Oh, man, everybody's bringing a fire this morning. My goodness. Oh, man, everybody is hot today. Everybody's ready to go. Good news is the Yankees today, we do have on the mound, we have our stopper on the mound today. And boy, oh boy, does he once again have to be a stopper. Max Fried is on the mound for the New York Yankees today. And Lord have mercy, do we need him today? Going up against Brady Singer again, regular start time 7-10. Fried looking for win number 10, 9-2, 2.05 ERA. Going for the win today for the Yankees, looking to once again stop the Yankees after they lose. So he has been that stopper basically all season long. And once again, the New York Yankees are going to have to get, they're going to have to just pull this victory out and hopefully go on a little bit of a streak. But let's keep it going, man. You guys are great. We got a lot, like I said, man, so many voicemails this morning. Let's keep them going.
Hey, Pete, Jira, Chat, William
Oh, there
Henry
he
here.
is.
First of all, congrats, Pete, on the new studio you planned for the New York City area. I'm really happy
Yes, sir.
for you, Pete. I hope you
Thank
make
you,
a
man.
special section in the studio for Pastor Smash. Also, I love the vlog of the May 10th game. My guy, Uncle Dom, did a great announcing job on that.
He did.
Regarding last night's game, to me, it's just a microcosm of all the weaknesses this team has under Cashman and Boone. The bad decision making, the bad fundamentals, the bad fundamentals. Wells not able to bring the runners over. Judge pops out with the bases loaded. Typical playoff Judge, unfortunately. And worse, the lack of discipline and self-control by Jazz. I thought that was an embarrassment by him last night. Just in general. Yes, the Yankees are compounding that by having playing him out of position so they can get the great DJ LeMahieu playing at second base. It's ridiculous. But if Jazz doesn't understand why that's a problem, that's a real problem for me. And of course, you got a manager who's not going to point it out, which is ridiculous. Boone didn't defend Jazz in time either, but Jazz has got to be better than that. And to me, I know people aren't going to like this, but he provoked the Royals unnecessarily in the playoffs last year with some undisciplined comments. I would personally, if I could get back the trade and get Augustin Ramirez back as catcher and send Jazz back to the Marlins, I'd do it. He can hit. His bat will win us some games. But again, he's an undisciplined player, and that's not what I think the Yankees should have. The worst thing that happened last night to me, though, was Boone taking Devin Williams out after only 1 inning and 9 pitches. He wasn't asked about this directly because he pressed on it. But the real reason he did it is, of course, Boone's always playing for tomorrow, not today. That's why he did it. And the thing he never realized is, for example, Fried's pitching tonight. We may not even need Williams tonight. So he didn't bring Williams back. That was a huge factor in losing the game last night. Boone's a super problem. I've given up on him. He should never have been hired. Should have been fired years ago. Anyway, take care, everybody. Bye.
Yeah, and look, the call yesterday, obviously, the one that was low, I don't think anybody's going to argue that was a ball. I mean, that was about as a ball as it gets. There's no denying that. And during the at-bat, as I'm calling it, if you guys go back to it, I'm saying he's going to strike out. I mean, I just don't see him getting a hit now because Jazz got, he got angry. He got visibly upset. And rightfully so, don't get me wrong. That is a really, really bad call. Of course, you're going to sit there and disagree with that call, as you should. But I feel like, you got to get your head back in that game immediately. You struck out right after that. I had no hope for the at-bat after that because I felt like the attitude and everything was gone. My problem with that at-bat was as Jazz was walking away and he was still barking, Boone should have ran out there immediately. There's certain times where I feel like you got to go ahead and shut shit down as a manager. And if you get ejected, that's fine. Let your player stay in the game. And then, if you did get ejected, pull your player aside and go, don't say nothing no more. That's it. I got out there for you. Don't say nothing else. It's over. It's done. Get back out there. But as William Henry said, look, if that's who Jazz is, all it takes is a good manager to go, hey, brother, let's bring it back. We got to focus on this game. I mean, everybody's going to blow their top. Everybody's going to, snap every now and then and get very upset or very angry. That's a human trait. It's a regular human thing. I don't expect anything else there or nothing bad or whatever it might be. I don't expect anything else. But at the end of the day, folks, you got to be able to even manage that. I don't think Boone can manage that. I don't think he can. I don't think he can manage that at all. I have not given up on Jazz at all. I think Jazz is still a good player. I think we're starting to see, the bat come around a little bit, but he wouldn't shock me one way or the other, to be honest. I'm pulling for him. I hope he does well, but I feel like it's just another player that, I don't know if they really react to Boone. I could be completely wrong on that. I could be very wrong on that when it comes to Jazz. And look, these are grown men. These are also grown men. These guys should be able to handle themselves at the end of the day. But I do kind of wish Boone kind of came out quicker on that one. I'm not blaming this situation on him. I'm not at all. Call was low. Very reasonable to get upset there. I just wish he didn't get thrown out of the game in that situation because who knows how that would have affected things or changed things. It might not affect it at all, but you truly, truly do never know. Let's keep it going, man.
Morning, Pete. Jira, NYYU team, chat fam, Chris C, Central Florida. Word of the day is hot. Melting with these temps. We know it's not hot Our Yankees during the June Boone swoon. 56 years old, happy to have witnessed Yankees dynasties in the 70s, 90s, and our last chip in 2009. Pete, I look at that thumbnail, I see you leading the NYYU in the battle against the weakness of the Yankees manager, coaches, and front office, and our owner. With real talk with a real fan. Lead on, Pete. The UWO will follow you through the gates of hell.
Thank
Thanks
you,
for
man.
all you do, boss. Y'all have a good day.
You the man, brother. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. We're gonna keep doing what we do here, man. No doubt about it. You know, in the face of criticism, you know, anger, hate, whatever it might be, whatever you want to call it, you know, it is what it is. Ain't nothing stopping what we're doing here, and it's only growing. It's only getting bigger and better year after year. So it doesn't really matter. We're gonna keep doing what we do. Voicemails galore this morning, folks. Lord have mercy, the amount of voicemails we got.
Hey, Pete, it's Josh from Sheepshead Bay.
What's up,
really
man?
Disappointed in how the Yankees have been playing.
Okay.
They have not been able to get any momentum from any of the series that either they were able to salvage or start anew. They came out. They came out and won 2 out of 3 against Baltimore and couldn't carry any sort of momentum with them into a Cincinnati series where they should have won 2 out of 3. A lot of problems are starting to really come to the surface. It is evident that Aaron Boone does not have any control of what goes on this team. He has let Jazz Chisholm just completely fly off the handle and lose focus, which seems to be a common denominator with how the team is just playing overall, just a lack of focus and engagement. I feel like the batting order is another big problem. Don't have a problem so much with the players, but every night is a different order.
Yeah.
And lastly is the treatment of Jason Dominguez. This kid is being stunted developmentally, and I hope not mentally because he seems like a headstrong guy. He's not getting the opportunity that I personally believe he's earned. He's 22. He's going to have ups and downs. He's going to have growing pains, but I'm willing to let that all play out because I think at the end of the day, if they let all of this happen now, I think August, September, hopefully October, I think he can put it all together. I have a lot of confidence in him. I just don't know what the fuck this team is doing. Let me know what you think. Hopefully we salvage the last game of the series today. And let's go Yanks. And by the way, congratulations on the studio. Only the
Thank you,
best
man.
for you guys. Seriously.
Thank you.
Love you guys. Let's go Yankees.
Thank you. No doubt about it, man. I'll address the majority of what you said there, and you're not wrong. The constant lineup changes, and you know, earlier in the year we were saying, hey, look, I mean, you know, it's fair to argue about it. The Yankees were winning. You know, a lot of things were working well, but again, that's part of that marathon season. I think at some point you do got to get a bit of structure and run with it from there. The Yankees haven't been able to really do that. There needs to be a level of structure in place where you kind of know where you're batting. Matter of fact, just to bring up Jazz on something else, I remember the beginning of the year, Jazz did an interview. I don't remember the podcast. It might have been Mookie Betts' podcast. I could be totally off on that. But he did a podcast, and he said he's happy about this year because he knows where he's going to be playing, where he's going to be hitting in the lineup. I don't think that really aged well because he's now playing the position he wasn't expecting to be playing, and he's probably doesn't know where he's batting every day. What could be 4, 5, 6, or whatever. It could be 4, 5, or 6. No, it wasn't the Fat Joe podcast. That was recent. This was in the off season. That was just recently. This was a podcast done in the off season where he mentioned that was right before the season began. I'm like, oh, okay, he's going to be the second baseman because he knew. He was like, that's I'm playing my best position. And he was talking about second base. And I don't understand. I guess I do understand if you had somebody better than DJ LeMahieu at second base. If you had a Brendan Donovan, then I would understand it a little more. If it's like, hey, this guy's legit, he's elite, we got to have him at second base and have you at third base. I don't fully understand why. And it seems like, according to Brian Cashman, it's Aaron Boone's idea. So if you listen to what Brian Cashman said, when we traded for Jazz, I wanted him as the second baseman. Aaron Boone wanted to put him at third base. This year, what happened when he was on his way back, he said, Boone said I could play, but he wants me to play third base, and I'm going to do whatever is best for the club. And you got to admire that from Jazz, because he hasn't been a dick about any of that. He's been very open to say, I'll play wherever you need me to try to help this team win. I respect that from a teammate. But is it the best thing that the Yankees are personally doing? I don't know. I don't know about that. When it comes to Jason Dominguez, it's very, very strange. And a lot of people are going to sit there and a lot of people are going to go, yeah, Pete, but this guy's producing. That guy's been producing. I understand all of that, and I really do understand that. But you are also truly, truly, truly affecting the way that a player like Jason Dominguez develops. And I know a lot of people tend to not understand why somebody, a fan or anybody, would say, but they got to give him the Volpe treatment. Now, as I've been saying that now for a while this year, and a lot of people were saying I'm nuts, I'm crazy, that's bullshit, that's baloney. Now you got people like Michael Kay saying the Volpe treatment is what Dominguez should be getting. Because Volpe was told, we want you to continue your development up here in the majors. Why isn't Jason allowed to continue that development in the majors, but have it the same way he would have played it in the minor leagues, which is you're basically penciled in that lineup day in and day out? And I think, and this might sound really crazy to a lot of people, I almost feel like you can actually make a case that Jason Dominguez may be one of this team's better options as a leadoff hitter. And I've been saying this I've been saying this since the preseason, that I think the Yankees should go about it that way, because Dominguez has a great eye. He has great speed. He's dynamic. And if you hit lightning in a bottle with him, I think it can make this team's offense even more dynamic. But they haven't done that. They did it one time. One time they had him lead off. And again, does that mean you have him in the same spot in the lineup against lefties? No, maybe you could switch it up. You go, hey, look, you struggle a bit against lefties. We're going to bat you more in that mid-tier of that lineup, maybe, 7th, 6th, whatever it might be. We'll bat you there. But against right-handers, where you are doing really, really well against, and against right-handers, Jason is hitting .271, 781 OPS, a .357 on-base percentage. He's been one of their best hitters on the team, batting left-handed. And over his last 7 games, hitting .308 with a .444 on-base percentage, but you never know when he's going to play. And that doesn't mean that Trent Grisham hasn't been effective. He has been effective. Doesn't mean that Bellinger's not going to be able to play. Now they got, Goldie, Stanton back. It's a lot of players. I get that. But once again, who put the roster construction together? Because it's also the same thing every year with the Yankees. It's also the same thing every year with the Yankees. It's the same thing. It's the same thing. Too many players for a position. You got to play guys out of position. It's the same thing year after year. Rah with the super chat. I appreciate you, brother. Says, good morning from DR. Keep it going. NYYU to all. Okay. And going. Okay. Yep. Definitely, brother. We got it for you. We're the best. The you. You guys already know it. But let's keep it going, man. More to say. Let's see what else you guys got to say.
Hey, Pete. Just wanted to talk about the Yankees real quick.
Okay.
I don't know, man. It seems like every year, last year they had the same thing. They always go through this slump, and then they always come back fine. But, you know, it is a lot of these games we have to win. I mean, against the Reds, that should have been an easy series win. Good thing we won against Baltimore, but again, the Angels should have been an easy series win. Couldn't do it. Just can't hit with runners in scoring position. We need something on the trade deadline. I just need to find something. Have a good one.
Yeah, no doubt about it. There is a lot of work at this deadline the Yankees are going to have to do. I think everybody can agree to that. Everybody knows that. There's a lot of work that's going to have to be done. And I asked the same question before. Does that change the urgency to win? Does that change the accountability of this club? I don't know. I don't know if it does. McClellan with the super chat. Buck Foon. I think you guys can put two and two together right there and what that means.
Good morning, Pete. This is the Bella Vista Bocce Master of New Hill, Connecticut calling. How you doing? Well, I like that thing that you had of yourself slaying Aaron Boone, but where's the lawnmower with the spikes on it? I want to run him down. Boone is the worst manager we ever had. I'm telling you, we got to get rid of him. Also, I think I know what's going on with Anthony Volpe. Do you watch Pete how he bats? He has his left foot pointed towards third base. Like he always has it pointed towards third. Like he grounds out a lot. That's why. What he should do is put his left foot more towards shortstop, the middle, and go up the middle. But he always likes to ground out the third. That's his trouble. And this lack of runners in scoring position, it's getting like a fetish already. I mean, why is it when batting practice comes, they hit the ball like crazy? When the game starts, they flip the off switch. We got to get rid of Boone. We got to get rid of the hitting coach. There are people who are starting to feel this way about what I'm saying about him, that he needs to go. So all you people in the chat, go out to New York, get signatures, and then you all go to Hal Steinbrenner and say, look at all these signatures we got. It's time to fire that idiot Boone, okay? Everybody has to do it. Macho King, Uncle Dom, I don't care if DJ Steele tells some crappy jokes. Just get those signatures. You people out there in New York, go to every single building. Take the Deegan if you have to, and let's get Boone fired quickly. So then we can all dance in the streets, and I can play with my bocce balls in the street, too. Well, you have a good day, Pete. Rock on. NYY Underground forever. Smacky the likey. Hitty the subby. And remember, Aaron Judge is a gift from God. I said, Aaron Judge is a gift from God. By the way, folks, how is Aaron Boone going to lose the game tonight? We'll find out. Have a good day, Pete. Bye.
Well, I'll tell you what, man, there's a lot to break down in that voicemail right there. Simon goes ahead and says, well, first thing about Anthony Volpe there, Simon, it's called stepping in the bucket. He likes to step in the bucket. He pulls his hips open way too early and he steps in the bucket, which makes it very, very difficult to hit a outside pitch, specifically a slider low and away, which is one of his biggest problems. And then a fastball up in the zone, which Anthony Volpe just desperately struggles with. And again, this is year 3, and it was a problem coming up from the minor leagues. As you guys can go back and see my original videos of when Volpe was coming up, I said that the slider low and away he struggles with, and the fastball, good velo up in the zone, he doesn't catch up with. He then took a shot at DJ Steele. He said maybe DJ Steele go tell some of his crappy jokes, which, wow. I mean, you talk about throwing a shot. Lord have mercy. And then he said if they get him fired, they go play with his balls in the street, which I thought was really wild. I mean, I don't think anybody needed to hear that, but here we are, folks. Let's keep it going.
Hey, Pete. Don't know if my other voicemail was played, but I wanted to elaborate on that. You know, it's just like I'm watching the live stream now, and I just, you know, Aaron Boone, when he comes out on the post game, there's no urgency in his voice. There's like, it seems like there's nothing's being done. Like, it's just another loss. And it's just going to be like that until he gets fired. It's always been like that. It's just another loss. You know, nothing's happening, and no steps are being taken to fix the team, and it's just disappointing. You know, we have a decent team. Some things need to be put in place. Some players might need to step up. You know, we need to get some more players, but Boone is just such a bad manager. He just doesn't know what's going on, and it hurts. But, you know, that's just what's going to happen.
Yeah. As I just want to highlight a comment on here, Sports Pod right there. I mean, you're right. He says there's no urgency because his job is secure. I've said that again for years too. It's a man who knows his job is safe, and it doesn't matter. It is what it is. Let me tell you guys something. When you lose a World Series in the way that you lost it, and your first words are you're proud of this team's togetherness, you got a major fucking problem. And again, I don't know how anybody could hear that and go, this is normal. They lost the World Series in a horrific way based on basically their own actions. He said right after the World Series ended, congratulations to the Dodgers, blah, 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 blah. I'm proud of my team's togetherness.
What's up, everybody? It's James Johnston, Recon Gaming.
What's up,
here
man?
On YouTube. I'm in the chat. Tell me what's up. Anyway, here's my rant today, real quick. That's about none other than the Martian, Jason Dominguez. Got some big issues I need to get off my chest. The Yankees' treatment of their top prospect is absolutely criminal. He should be getting the Anthony Volpe treatment. If he was playing the amount that Anthony Volpe was, or even the amount that Trent Grisham's playing. Hell, I'd even take the amount that Belly's playing. Jason Dominguez, I think, could really be something. But the Yankees refuse to give him that time. They refuse to give him the plate appearances. I honestly, as a Jason Dominguez fan, I hope Dominguez gets shredded. I think it's what's best for him. I think he's going to die in New York if we don't start giving him playing time. But anyway, thank you, Pete. Thank you, everybody. That's my 2 cents. Let me know if I'm just a fucking idiot up in hay.
No.
Aaron Judge is a gift from God, everybody. NYYU forever. Love you guys. Thank you.
Thank you, man. I appreciate it. No, you're not an idiot at all. Look, if you had an opposing opinion and you liked Aaron Boone, you're not an idiot. That's your opinion. You're entitled to it. I could disagree with it, but there's no, definitely not an idiot. But yeah, the Dominguez situation is very, very weird. I go back to when the trade was made and a Goose was traded to the Marlins. We still do. We have a good relationship with a Goose. And the first thing I told him was the best thing to happen to your career is that you got traded. And as much as I wanted to see him play for the Yankees and see him do it in New York, I told him, you're going to be up in the majors really quickly and you're going to get your career started and you're going to get every opportunity. And to me, that was more important. He has a beautiful family, beautiful daughter. God bless him. And, that's the best for him. That's the best for him and his family and his career going forward is that he left the Yankees because they would never give him a shot. I don't think he would have ever got a shot. They had a great moment to have a chance with him when Stanton got injured and he was tearing the ball up and needed right-handed power. They didn't go to him. They could have went to him then. They could have said at least it's the right-handed pop. They never gave him a thought process. They chose their catcher very early. And I'm still a Wells fan. I'm not knocking Austin Wells. I like Austin Wells. I think there's more to Austin Wells. A lot of people aren't giving him credit. I think there's more to him. Should you be upset with his batting average? Fair game. Be upset that he's not hitting 245, 252. Okay, that's okay. If that's your beef, cool. I'm a little upset with the defense. I think there's been some plays that could be made that he needs to improve on. But we'll see. We'll see what happens with him eventually. I hope he becomes better. I really do. I hope he grows, and I hope he develops into, an impact bat overall that we expect he could be. But I think it was the best thing that ever happened to a Goose is that he got traded. And I would hate to say the same about Dominguez because I really want Dominguez to be here. And they got a spot for him to be here for years. But we'll see what happens, man. We'll see what happens.
Good morning, Pete. That's
What's up,
everybody
brother?
in the chat from DR. You already know who it is. Anyway, I got a question for you, Pete. Everybody's flipping on Boone and everything. But it's like I've been saying for the past 2 years since I've been following your channel. It starts at the top. I just want to know when you ever seen George Jr. even say anything about the team or even go to the locker rooms or even do what his father used to do.
Never.
You know
You
what
don't see
the
him.
problem is that everything was handed to him. He's not like his father. His father was a grinder. He knew what it takes to win. He had balls.
Yeah, true.
George Jr., he just been handed everything to him. So they all play like the owner represents the Yankees. No balls, no attitude, no nothing.
Yeah.
And you can't have this team do bunts and this and that when they can't do it. The Yankees are a home run or nothing. And that's what it is. We don't have the right players. You see how one player took over the Yankees for 2 games? Because he's that type of player.
Yeah.
That's what the Yankees need to get. A player like that to move everything, move the lineup, excite the lineup. But we play with no attitude, bro. And it comes from the top all the way straight to the bottom. That's what I got to say, Pete. Have a good day. And everybody.
Yeah, man. Look, Rara, his presence is not felt. There's no doubt about that. Hal Steinbrenner's presence is not felt. If anybody thinks differently, I don't know what to tell you. His presence isn't felt. You don't see a statement when the Yankees are struggling. You don't see the hell are we doing? You don't see I'm going to address the team today. You don't see none of that. You don't see it. Shit, I remember they used to have ESPN reports that, George Steinbrenner addressed the team today. It's the breaking news. They come right on the screen right there before a game. Well, George Steinbrenner addresses the Yankees today. As their slide continues, Yankees have come out that night at 5 homers. Who's holding the Yankees accountable? Brian Cashman? Hal Steinbrenner? Aaron Boone? Come on, man. Come on now. Let's get real here, folks. Let's get real. Come on now. We got one more voicemail today, guys, that we're going to play. We got a couple more still loaded in, guys, but we're already well after 12 o'clock here. I'm going to go ahead and get last one in, and then we're going to wrap up today's show, baby.
Yeah, what
there
up,
he
is. It is the one and only friendly who calling in. How you doing, buddy? How you doing? Hey, man, I don't got no Yankee topic right now because the Yankees suck. We all know they suck. They're not going to change, so what the fuck is the point of even talking about this shit? I'm just calling in to defend myself? Yeah, I'm going to defend myself because fucking Simon is throwing shots at me. Fucking Simon.
Yeah.
All right, bro. You want to fucking play that game? Bro, Simon's the type to steal a grandma's denture at Bella Vista, and then 30 minutes later, he's going to sell her mangoes. When she cannot chew on a fucking mango, she's going to have to suck on that shit. Hey, yo, no Diddy, of course.
Hey,
wow. But yeah. Yo, Simon is a fucking, he's a leech. Fuck out of here. Anyways, before I go, man, Tom Malay, please go get some pussy, bro. Gotta go. Peace.
Oh my God, man. Unfriggin' believable. Unbelievable, folks. Oh my goodness. I tell you what. Wow. What a way to go ahead and wrap up today's show. Hey, how you wrap up today's show? Somebody told somebody else they gotta go get some ass quick because That's the end of All Rise this morning. I don't think anybody else ends their shows this way. Everybody else ends it, well, folks, tonight, the Yankees will be taking on the Reds. And how do we end it? You better tell them to get some ass. That's how we end our shows here at the U. Unbelievable, folks. Lord have mercy. But anyway, guys, 7:10, of course, Game Season Live, followed by Post-Game Season Live, and we will go from there. So, again, I just want to thank you all for hanging out with me today. Truly, truly appreciate it. You guys are the best. Much love to each and every one of you. Again, guys, I am still working on a couple of different things. Hopefully, I have some things set up soon that I can start sending it out to a few people that will be interested. But yes, indeed, thank you to the people shouting us out and saying they're happy for us with the big step that we're taking next year. We're super excited about it. But ladies and gentlemen, until a little bit later, peace out. Have a great rest of your day. I will catch you guys next time. Peace out, baby.
We got it next. That's how you finesse. We come for they next. We come to collect. Did it all on my own, yeah. When it brought it back home, yeah. Now they calling my phone, yeah. But I'm all in my zone. They not a threat. Tell them reset. When they're at their best, we still not impressed. Did it all on my own, yeah. When it brought it back home, yeah. Bought a watch with the stones, yeah. Caught them watching my throne, yeah. Ain't no one doing the shit that we doing. Ain't nobody moving away.